3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to episode 196 of Ruse Radio. We are back at it again with a very special guest. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Rebecca Jaffe.
Hell yes. And now someone's tuning into this. They saw your face. They pushed the thing. They're like, who is this woman? You describe yourself to them. Go.
Okay. I am a comedian in Chicago. I do roast battles, and I also do musical comedy.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It's very ADHD. It's got a lot of props. It's got a lot of bright colors. It's weird as shit, and I love it.
For the musical comedy.
Yes.
Now, how did you start doing musical comedy?
So I started by doing straight stand-up, and then I got my first gig, and they were like, oh, we'd like you to do 7 minutes. And I was thinking like, oh shit, I only have 4, because I was only like a month in. So then I've been writing songs for a while, so I just decided to write a song to like go with my set. And that ended up being the thing for me. And I've just kept on doing that. It just feels like naturally the way I write jokes is just kind of very song-like.
Yeah.
And so it just really worked out for me.
Yeah. You've been writing songs before you were doing stand-up?
Yes. So, yeah, when I was in college, I was just like that stereotypical, like, 20-year-old with the ukulele writing songs about her exes. And then little by little, the songs turned into comedy. So
They weren't comedic then, though.
They weren't comedic then. No. I think looking back at the performance, I laugh at it, but it wasn't
comedic for you.
It was very serious to me at the time. But yeah, I know that like comedy can be like so stereotypical. Some people think it's kind of geeky, but I just love it. I love it, and I think anything, even if it's cliche, can be awesome if it's done well.
Yeah, no, that's how I mean, I think that 90% of everything is mediocre, and then 10% of stuff is good. And I think that just applies to everything. And I think musical comedy, most people see the bad stuff, and they just assume that's what all of it is.
Yeah.
But it's like you just said. It's like anything. Like if you can, I think it's all about the approach. It's like the like if you're good at what you do, you can find a way, like an angle or a take or something. I mean, it's just like anything. It's like comedy. You could do a joke about something, and it could be the same joke everybody's done, or you could have your own unique angle on it, and it just takes a whole new direction. And it's because you had your own perspective and you applied it, right?
Yeah. Having your own perspective is so important. Now, I want to know, how would you describe yourself?
Oh, wow.
I mean, I know people here already know you, considering it's your radio.
If I were to... Now, how I frame the question always, because I'm thinking, like, this is the very beginning of the podcast, so it's like, if someone literally did just push this and they see you, this is a good time to introduce yourself. So am I doing the same thing? Am I, like, introducing myself to someone who may not know who I am? So if I'm introducing myself to someone who may not know who I am, I would say I am a musician first, and then, the podcast is just an extension of that.
Yeah.
I think that what I aim to do is to... I said in a song once that I wrote in like 2016, it was like high school, maybe in 2015, a match to a spark to inspire, I want to see you start a fire. That's the line. And I think that is my MO for life. It's like my goal is to inspire as many people as possible, or to create as much of a significant change as possible. And I think the only way you do that is through other people and connecting, and so therefore everything I do becomes an extension of that. So that's how I describe myself. I'm a musician, I'm a podcaster, but really what I aim to do is to make an actual, genuine difference in reality.
Dang, that's deep.
Yeah.
You had a quote that rhymed and everything. Yeah, that was good.
It's almost like I practiced that answer.
You were ready.
Because I do think like it's important to know what your goal is, right? It's important to know what you actually want to do, because doing things is fun, but like, where are you going? What is the direction of it? Because, like, what's the ultimate goal? Like, you have an immediate goal, but then what's the ultimate goal? Because I think if there isn't one, you just end up becoming one of those people who's just wandering all the time.
Yeah.
Somebody who does 10 things all at once, but no one thing, you know?
Dude, yeah, I feel that. There were times where I've tried to be good at everything all at once, and so I sucked at everything all at once. I prefer to focus on one or two things for sure.
And that would be the comedy and the music now?
Yeah,
Those are
the
two things?
comedy and the music. I also really love sketch comedy.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I guess that's 3. Shit, I'm not good at math. I haven't
Kind of counts as comedy,
I
though.
haven't taken a math class in a while. But yeah, just focusing on a few things. Yeah, the comedy, the music, the sketch, and also just like the branding and networking and stuff, right? Sometimes when I feel like I'm stuck for ideas, I focus on more of like the business aspect of my career. I'm like, okay, I'm getting writer's block. Let's put a pause on that. Maybe I can focus on selling more of my merch. Maybe I can focus on making a new contact and just trying to sell the product I already have. And we can work on making the product even better later when I actually have ideas.
And redirecting that energy somewhere else. And then when you go back to the whatever thing you were stuck on, it's like you're refreshed now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel like it's good to go into each gig with a goal. I kind of set an intention before.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like with I think it was Claire Parlett. She told me that a good way to improve is to focus on one thing at a time. So it's like if I'm going into a set, I should focus on this set. I want to improve my interacting with the audience. I want to interact with the audience more. And so don't focus on anything else except that. And then do that for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
And then switch to something else and switch. And then eventually you've got 10 things that you've gotten better at.
Dude, I'm so glad she said that because that's such a, I couldn't figure out how to phrase it like that. That's awesome.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
It's hard to improve.
Exactly.
And again, it's like that spreading yourself out wide. Like if I'm trying to improve 10 things at once, you're not going to improve anything.
Yeah, no, exactly. You could just go in like tonight, I want to improve on this one joke. Or tonight, I just want to sell a T-shirt. I want to sell a T-shirt with my name on it, and that might be the goal. And I think that works too. Or just, yeah.
How do you feel about the marketing side of comedy or just your career in general? Like, how do you feel about being your own manager? How does it make you feel?
It's tiring. I definitely have people who help me. I've had, like, my roommate designs a lot of my merch. My friend Newton also designs a lot of my stickers and stuff. And then I have a friend who helps me with, like, selling the merch and all that. It's good to, like, let people in and let them help you. But yeah, when it comes to branding and stuff, I feel like I've definitely come up with a very specific brand.
Like what?
Like I usually wear overalls if I'm on stage or a turtleneck. I have to have something that looks kind of nerdy. I like to have bright colors. I can just kind of see something and be like, oh, that's very Rebecca, or oh, that's not very Rebecca. I think sometimes branding can be a little limiting, but sometimes it can really, really be helpful.
Do you think that like, does that become somewhat of an identity crisis in a sense, though? Like,
yes.
Like, I would imagine.
Yes.
I was in a band once, and I remember they told me, because I would dress one way on stage because it was how they wanted me to dress, and then I would dress another way in reality. And I remember they said to me, like, hey, you need to start dressing like that in reality because you aren't really representing the band. And I was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
What?
That's crazy.
No.
But that's the type of identity crisis you'll get when you're trying to be one thing on stage and one thing in your normal.
Yeah, no, that's weird as shit.
It was a weird conversation.
What the fuck?
I mean, that was...
Your band's got to be doing so well for them to have that discussion with you.
It was weird because what it really was like one of the band members was starting to feel some type of way, and so they were trying to like put restrictions on me and try to like tie me down. That was truly what was happening. Yeah. But that was just one little facet of it. Is you need to wear the band clothes. It was just like... I just remember thinking, like, who are you talking to? What are you talking about?
No.
You trying to tell me what to wear?
What the fuck?
It was weird. But I understand sort of.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's a stage persona, and then maybe you kill the magic a little bit if they see you in real life and it's a whole different person.
Yeah, and I've been trying to, I remember there was a point where I was just me on stage. There was a point where I, picked one facet of me and really went all in on that. And little by little, I feel like it's been getting closer and closer to just me and who I am on stage. I feel like I've been coming back to myself, which is nice, and realizing that, maybe I don't need to do so much work on my persona because maybe who I am is kind of a cartoon in and of itself. Maybe I've got all I need to work with. I really want to get more into straight stand-up again. I miss it.
How long did you do it for?
I did it for just a few months before I really started doing the musical comedy. But
how long ago?
That was in 2021.
Okay.
And it was so fun, and I really liked that too. My goal is once I sell all of my T-shirts because the logo has to do with one of my songs, then I'm gonna start doing just straight stand up. But I don't know. Maybe not.
Because
who knows?
for branding, it wouldn't make sense to
Yeah,
still sell the shirts.
but I guess maybe that's a shallow way to think of it, though. Maybe I should just be myself.
You could probably do both. You could probably still sell the shirts, still lean into the music stuff,
sorry,
but also do straight
I don't know why I'm
stand-up.
talking about the shirts so much today. I don't usually talk about the shirts so much. They're on the brain today.
I have my T-shirts somewhere around here.
You
Somewhere.
have T-shirts?
Professional Mindblower is what it says on the shirt.
I want a shirt.
Oh, you can have a shirt.
Yeah,
You
I'll get a
today.
shirt.
Shirts on Ruse Radio. Professional Mindblower, and it's got a little QR code under it. You scan it, and all my shit pops up.
Yeah.
But the idea behind that was I got off stage once and someone said that to me. They're like, oh, I was saying that. I was saying I'm a professional mind blower. Said that I'm a professional mind blower. Thanks. That's what I do. And then they said, oh, you should make that a shirt. And I said, you are so right. And there's only one person who's called himself a professional mind blower, and I tried to Google it, and it's like a magician in Arkansas. I can't even remember. It's just one random guy. Which, if anybody's a professional mind blower, it is magicians, by the way. Magicians are
I love
awesome.
magic.
But yeah, so t-shirts, and when you mentioned that before, that's why I asked the marketing thing, because I suck at marketing. I suck at selling myself. I'm good at making things, but I'm really bad at selling a shirt. I'm bad at just showing people I have merchandise, getting people to pay me. I'm really bad at that stuff.
It sucks because sometimes
I just want to make things.
Sometimes when I'm doing that, when I'm standing by my merch booth and people are interested in buying something, there's this instinct within me where I just want to give them a shirt. I don't want to sell it to them. That feels gross. You liked my work. You deserve a shirt just for that.
I know. And that's why we're terrible business people.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like the thing is with marketing, there was a point where I was thinking about it way too much, and I think that's when I was the worst at it. At this point, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do little things to market myself or to make it clear who I am. And just those little things. It doesn't have to be some big transformation, some big shebang production. It can just be little.
Yeah, and I think ideally it comes naturally. Ideally, I think the best marketing would be I'm not even handling any of that. I'm just doing what I do, and then someone takes that and helps me.
Isn't that the goal? Yeah. I want that so badly, to just do the creative shit and let someone else handle everything else.
Yeah, I mean, that's the world we're in now. Is everybody's a manager and everybody's a social media personality, and not even a choice. You're kind of just forced into it. Yeah. When I talk to people and they say, oh, I don't really want to do any of that social media stuff, I'm just thinking, good luck, because
and it sucks.
I know, because I think there's comedy. You'll see this because a lot of comedians, they'll want to be club comics. They'll want to be somebody who doesn't really do all the clips. They don't do all that stuff. They just sell tickets, and that's a beautiful idea. But I think that's only possible if you made it 10, 15 years ago. Now I think it's near impossible to have zero social media presence and still, or a minimal social media presence and still become a notable comic, like
Yeah.
a big name, like a headliner.
I mean, I feel like the way that I've gotten gigs around here is just I need to find ways to remind people that I exist.
Yes.
Whether that's on the internet or just by being around.
Yes.
So people,
I think that's the idea. I
Yeah.
think like if you were to break it down to the simplest aspect of what it is, it's being in it's reminding people that you exist, like you
Yeah.
said, being there.
and then they can decide if they like me or not and want to put me on a lineup.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean,
just
you
being
said to me
around.
before we started recording, you said that you've seen a bunch of people on this show.
Yeah.
And it's like that, where it's like, it's me being present that makes me exist. Like the fact that you even saw those things is how
Yeah.
I exist in your reality.
And isn't that weird?
It's so weird. It's the weirdest thing.
Why should we have these like characters that we play in other? I don't know.
Well, I think of it like
but
every single piece of content, every single anything I make, it's an entry point, right? So
Yeah.
anything can be a spot for you to find out who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be anything. You know, there's so many people that I like their work that I just found through some random ass video, some random piece of content. It's always that. And that's why I think it's important to just keep doing it and just keep putting stuff out there and not even really thinking about that end result, because that just comes naturally. But
Yeah.
I also think that like playing characters, so I think that that's how I describe the name Ruse. I think that everything is a ruse. I think we're always playing characters, and I think life is theatrical in a sense, right? So right now I'm playing the role of a podcast host. I'm also playing the role of a musician, but these are just things that I do. They're not
Yeah.
who I am,
Yeah.
because who I am is kind of impossible to define, because everything is just putting some type of label on top of something else, and in the end everything is truly unique and just on its own,
Yeah.
its own thing. So I despise labels. I hate them.
Me too.
Because I think they are separate from what is actually real, you know? And I think that that's like a Zen Buddhist philosophy, is like there is the reality and then there's the labels that you put on the reality.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing is actually separate from the reality. And if you
Yeah.
can just let go of all those labels and just experience the thing as it is, that is truly experience.
I love that.
I think
That's-
I think it's the way I try to live my life. But it's not easy.
So much of the shit that we discussed just now, like all of it is great, but deep down, it's all just bullshit. What matters the most is just living day to day and
Yeah.
knowing who we are and that we deserve to exist.
Yeah,
all that.
and I think like connecting with people and truly understanding people is understanding that they are just as complex and hard to understand as you are, and then to just not assume anything and to not, you know, like, because I try to apply that to other people. I think that's a great way to understand people and to truly listen to people, is to understand that they aren't, nothing is as it seems, and they aren't as they seem. And you can learn anything about anybody if you just have the right approach. You know,
Yeah.
people will open up. Yeah.
True. One thing I was talking about with my friend the other day, I was saying that I do like to judge, but when I judge, it's only for fun. Like, I feel like I only judge people for the fun of it. I'm also judging myself when I like make these jokes insulting people and stuff like that. I don't know. Judging can be fun. I think of it more as a hobby. And
Yeah.
like, I don't think that we should actually judge people right away. Yeah, everyone's so complex. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking about how like your cat was licking her own ass the entire time while we were saying all this meaningful shit. So now I'm losing track of what I was even going to say.
And that's a beautiful thing, because what you're going to
you.
say probably doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter that she licked her ass either.
She
you
was,
know? These
yeah.
are just
and
things
then-
that happen in life.
Yeah. Good for you, Margot.
The world is a beautiful place.
You go, girl.
And by the way, cats licking their asses is one of those things where when I see it, I get angry, but I also have to remind myself, like, well, how else are they going to clean themselves?
True.
They actually have to do that. See, she's
There
going right
she
back at
goes.
it.
Yeah.
When Oscar licks his ass, that is a bit much for me, because it's like, hey man, you try to lick my face all the time.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
the thing.
You can't be doing.
Hi, Margot. Look at you.
She knows she's part of the discussion now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I
did.
just think that, like, I don't know. I think that I don't judging people. I think judgment is necessary. I think it's important to be able to distinguish things. Like, that's the way you survive. I need to be able to say whether or not this fruit is good or bad, or whether or not this food is good or bad. And it's also how you cut people out of your life. Say there is a bad person in your life. You do have to judge people to an extent, because if you don't judge anybody, you end up becoming somebody who just accepts anything. And so I think there's a balance to it, but I just see so many people, like, I think the natural state to be in is to be judgmental to a detrimental extent. Like, to be so judgmental that you miss opportunities and you cut people out and you do all this stuff that it just makes me sad, because I think we're all so much closer to each other than we realize, and we all have so much more in common than we realize. And it sounds like hippie nonsense, but it's true.
I love hippie nonsense.
Me too.
Yeah.
I live for hippie nonsense. I mean, half of what I say is that.
I think the key to everything is vulnerability. Like, if I'm talking shit about someone in the same sentence where I'll be like, oh, I don't like that person, then I'll say, but actually maybe I don't like that person because deep down I'm jealous of their opportunities because I have an insecurity within myself that blah, 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 and maybe I'm actually just comparing myself to them. But also fuck that
your
person. Face is ugly. No. But, like, I think it's just important to admit, like, why we're judgmental. And some of it does come from just wanting to be defensive. And, like, I think people should be more honest about that. I think people get so defensive and, like, like you were saying, cut off opportunities. But if we were able to admit, like, hey, that thing that I said, it was because I was insecure. Because I have a lot of things going on in my life that have nothing to do with you. So I'm sorry that I called you a dumbass. Like, if we could just admit all those things,
or
I think...
if you're the person that gets called a dumbass, to understand that it really doesn't have much to do with you.
Hey, I appreciate you saying that. That makes me feel a lot better. I
mean, like, I do have to remind myself that, though, when people say things about me I don't want to hear, I have to remind myself, that probably isn't about me. I
don't even know what people say about me because I have an auditory processing disorder.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I feel like I have way more confidence than I should.
You just don't hear shit.
Because I don't hear shit. Looking back, I'm realizing that there was probably a lot of things said about me or to me. I could have been bullied to my face my whole life, and I would have no idea.
That's good. That's good. I mean, ignorance is bliss, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's better you don't know.
Yeah.
I would rather never hear anything someone says negatively about me. Truly, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Truly, I just don't want to know. Like, yeah, all information is useful, I guess. Like, it's good to know more, but there's just some things. It's like why you don't read comments. I just don't need to know.
Oh my gosh, I will admit, I do read comments.
Me too.
Oh my God. Okay, what's the weirdest one you've gotten?
The weirdest one?
Have you gotten any weird ones?
I
was
gotten
told
weird
that I
ones.
look like a Jewish frog puppet.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Does that mean like Jewish Kermit?
I think that's exactly what it means, yeah.
Someone else thought it meant like Pepe the frog. And
well, Pepe's not a puppet, though. Pepe is just a frog.
Thing.
It's got to be Kermit. Because, I mean, what other frog puppet even is there? It's Kermit.
Is Kermit Jewish?
He's not. You're the Jewish Kermit, is what they're saying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Kermit, who knows what Kermit is? I think
Kermit's
the creator
agnostic.
of Kermit is Jewish. I think the guy who made the Muppets is Jewish. Is he? Maybe he's white.
Interesting.
I don't know. Henson sounds like a white name, actually.
And that could also be Jewish, depending on your interpretation of Judaism and ethnicity and stuff. But as we were saying, so I was told I look like a Jewish frog puppet. I've been told several times I look like a Peanuts character.
Okay.
People insult my pants a lot.
Why?
In my videos, because I was trying to wear what I have a lot of weird pants, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wear jeans for all my videos, just to like wear normal people pants. But it turns out those were even weirder because my taste is just not good, or apparently, according to people. I don't know. People just keep making fun of me, and
you just gotta ignore them.
Yeah.
They're gonna say something no matter what you wear.
So true. I should just wear Hawaiian shirts like you.
That's what I do. And I've had people criticize these. I've had people say to me, like,
come
Ruse,
on.
you need to change your style, Ruse.
No.
I'm like, dude, accepted.
You gotta keep going with the Hawaiian shirts.
I think what they're trying to say is, since I'm a rapper, I think they're trying to say, like, you don't look like a rapper. I think that's what they're trying to tell me. But it's like, what do I fucking care what a rapper looks like?
Like, no, I think it would be weird if you tried to look like
that would be more
rapper.
awkward if I had chains on
Oh
and I was
my
all
God.
in all black.
Jesus Christ. No.
I could try it out. I mean, I
could try it. But
switch it up for a week or two, see how it goes.
that'd be interesting. So yeah,
Put on a grill.
Oh my God. You're welcome to try, but I don't think that would suit you as much as the Hawaiian shirts.
I don't think so. These things just came to me. Like these in particular, they're called Uzi, and I love them.
I was about to ask where you got it.
Much. I got them in Myrtle Beach, but you can get them online.
Nice.
UZZI. Man, I should get them to sponsor me, dude, because I wear these things all the fucking time.
You should.
I always wear these, and I love them because it's a button-up shirt, which I love wearing button-up shirts, but you can wear it year-round. It's a summertime button-up shirt, and I love having like 2 layers on my torso. I don't know why.
We love a summertime button-up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I dress like I'm going to the beach. I always dress
That's
like.
awesome. Then you can always go to the beach.
I don't know how this happened to me, but this is what I've chosen to do.
Guy.
And if I changed it, they would criticize that. They'd be like, "Oh, you're trying too hard to look like such and such. Oh, you're trying." So it doesn't even matter. Like, what I think about what people say is that if you are doing something that is interesting, if you're doing something that is noteworthy, it is different. And if it is different, people will feel ways about it. And so that's going to come with that. It's par for the course. Like, people, if you're actually doing something, people are going to talk shit to you. It's just going to happen because you can't satisfy everyone, especially if you're doing something unique.
Okay. Yes. So true. Okay. Can you think of anything anyone said about you in the comment? It's okay if you can't think.
I want to think of one. I mean,
it's okay if
people
you can't.
roast me on TikTok more than anywhere.
Oh, people on TikTok are so mean. I had to delete my TikTok. It was too much.
They're so mean. I try to tell people about this because I don't think people realize how much bullying happens on TikTok compared to everywhere else.
On Instagram and YouTube, people say stuff that's mean, but I don't know why it just doesn't get to me. But on TikTok, I know that those are like the actual youth.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes me feel like, oh, do they think, so I'm ugly? Okay.
What drives me nuts is I will post like a good rap and then they'll comment just like they'll just say it sucks. They'll just say, oh, this is ass.
Like 9 years old.
I know, and it makes me want to it makes me wonder, like, what do they think is good? I'd like to know with this person who's saying this is bad. I'd like to know what they think is good.
These are the same people who are listening to Everything is Awesome. They listen. I work with children. They're listening to the Minecraft movie soundtrack.
Yes.
They love it.
Uh-huh.
If you go on there and sing Steve's Lava Chicken, you'll do great.
Mm-hmm. Literally, all you gotta do is just say chicken jockey, and they just freak out.
Yes.
Their standards are low, but they're also high. It doesn't actually make any sense.
So keep doing what you do.
Yeah, and that's the advice I would give to any. I mean, I think really what you got to do is, as long as you're not directly harming someone, who gives a fuck what you're doing?
Even if you are
Yeah, even if you are, go for it, man. Go for it. If you stab people, just stab people. Just don't worry about the haters.
Don't worry about the haters.
Just
stab them.
That could be my next shirt. Just keep stabbing. You know, it's not bad.
I would wear that.
I would too, actually.
I do.
That's a controversial shirt. I'd wear it. I would be like, that's my MO. That's my new message. If you ask me what I'm all about.
I do music classes for babies during the week, and I would wear that shirt.
Just keep stabbing.
Just keep stabbing.
And if they ask, just be like, oh, just keep stabbing at it. Like, just keep trying, you know?
Yeah.
Make something up. But then if someone else asks, yeah, just fucking murder people, dude. Just go for it. But no, I really do think that, like, life is too short to actually care what people think. I don't have a bandwidth to actually care what people think.
No,
like, if I
either.
were to continue doing the amount of things I do, I can't care what people think. I literally can't. I spend too much time just making things. If I slowed down, you know what drives me nuts is when I meet people who care too much about what people think, and then they don't want to put anything out. They don't want to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, musicians, you see that a lot. You'll see musicians who have so much stuff, but they're just so worried that this isn't good enough and this isn't good enough. Or they'll make like 20 songs, but then 3 months later, oh, those songs aren't good anymore, so I have to make more songs. Like, who cares? You're the only one who cares. No one else is thinking about it like that.
I like people better when I know that they've sucked at some point.
Yes, and I like people better when I just see them doing things, and people will stop themselves from doing things because they're worried about what people think. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If someone doesn't like what you did, that person, it wasn't made for them. Like, I have to tell myself that when I don't like things, because it's like that judgment thing. I will judge things, and then I'll be like, well, maybe that's just not for me. And when you said that earlier, I just like to think that reality is best viewed as a mirror. Like, it's a mirror. So I'm looking at this thing and I don't like it, but really it's reflecting something in me, and that's what it is that I'm seeing. Like, if there's a rap song I don't like, it's not that the rap song is bad. It's that I don't like that kind of rap song. And that's okay. That doesn't make it bad. That just means it's not made for me.
Interesting, because my therapist and I have talked about that a lot.
I mean, it's a very important
Where I was like,
distinction.
oh, this person doesn't seem like they think I'm funny. And she's like, do you think they're funny? And I was like, well, no. And
there you go.
She's like, well, then people are allowed to just have tastes, have preferences, not taste.
When you want to please people. Like, you want people to like, I mean, we all, to an extent, want to satisfy people and want people to like us. It's just a matter of how much of that you allow to influence your actual decision making,
Yeah, and in the end, we're all just on this like giant floating rock. And man, I love picking the lint off of your couch. This is really fun.
You know what I need to do is get a big ass. It's annoying because it's developed over time. This lint. This thing was lintless when I first got it. Yeah, go for it. By the end of this podcast, it's going to be spotless.
Brand new couch.
Yeah, brand new.
This is not the first time I've done this.
Pick lint off a couch? You're a lint
off
picker?
Of other things. I love this stuff.
Why?
I don't know. I have ADHD. It's a thing. It's nice to like...
That'd be crazy if you just started eating it. If you just started eating, just picking it off the couch and eating it, I'd be like, stop, no. No.
There's cat hair in there. I'm not going to do it. I kind of wanted to do it just now for the bit, also that seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah. A lot of people have sat on that couch. I can't guarantee that it is safe to eat.
Yeah. They're gross. You
never know.
A lot of them don't shower.
Sometimes people get up and you smell the couch and you go, oh.
Do you smell the couch after that?
There was one time, I'm not going to say who it was. There was one time, it was before I even moved here. I was doing the podcast back where I'm from. And I remember he left and I smelt the couch and it smelled like someone shat on my couch. It was crazy. I was like, what the fuck is that smell? What is that? And then I finally found it. I was like, no! And that's how I realized. And after that, I started putting the blanket on the couch. But then I learned that doesn't look very good because my mom said it doesn't look professional. So
you gotta listen to your mom. Did your mom watch the podcast?
She has watched it. She doesn't watch every single one.
Oh, I love that. Are you close with your mom? I'm close with my mom.
Oh, I love my mom. I texted my mom yesterday and told her that I appreciate her and I'm very thankful for her, and she's one of my favorite people in the whole world. I said that to her. Yeah. I really love my mom. Yeah. But I don't love my mom to a weird extent where I care, like I have to run everything by my mom. Those people weird me out. You know those people?
Yeah, you mean me?
I mean, it's okay.
I'm working on it because my mom doesn't even want me to do that either. She's like, what? No,
I mean, it just always blows my mind when you're talking to an adult and they say like, "Yeah, I'd like to do that, but my mom."
Yeah, no.
It's like, wait, how old? You're 27.
I was like that for a while. I've gotten better. It was to the point where my mom was like, "Can you please stop running your roast jokes by me? Because they're too me. I don't like them."
She's probably not even the person that would get the jokes.
She doesn't get them at all. Right. But I don't know. There's something about her opinions that's always right. But I've been trying to run less stuff by Marcia, and I think it's been really good for our relationship. Yeah. God, I'm making myself sound so weird on your podcast.
That's okay. I make myself sound weird.
I think I am weird though.
I think I'm weird.
Podcast.
I think everyone's weird. Yeah. I think that everyone is more weird than they let on, and that's that whole judgmental thing. I think when you aren't judgmental of people and when you allow people to share, they show you how weird they are.
Maybe I'm learning something. You should write those books, Chicken Soup for the Soul.
I know.
Have you
right.
ever heard of that?
I'm a philosopher. I don't know what it is in me. I should write a book like
you
that.
should write like something like that.
I know. I could be a motivational speaker too.
You do give like I was literally thinking earlier. I was like, he sounds like he would speak at my school in the best way. You're saying valuable things. You would have been much better.
You make it,
you would have been much better than some of the speakers we had.
90% mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? I bet because I bet you it's the type of field where if I were to do it, I would just excel because there's probably so many snake oil salesmen, for lack of a better word, people who don't really have anything to say, but they just want to be a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
And so they go out there and they just recycle things. That's what most people are doing anyway when they talk. They're just recycling stuff they've heard. So, and I think that a good motivational speaker has to have like an actual, genuine, raw perspective. Like I think that's what inspires people is like believing what you say. And if I don't believe what I'm saying because that's not something I think, then how am I even ever going to inspire somebody? You know.
Okay, so while we're here, I have a question because I am so curious about this because a lot of people have been comparing me lately on my roast battle videos to Maddie from Wild and Out, and I love
Maddie
her.
Smith. Right?
Yes, and it makes me want to learn how to write insults that rhyme. And I'm wondering how you got into like rapping and
hold on.
writing your bars and all that.
Let me go grab something real quick. Talk to the camera while I grab it. Keep talking.
Okay. I think that when I'm done picking the lint off of this couch, I'm going to take this clump of lint and cat hair and I'm going to give it to Ruse as a gift.
Woo!
Once this lint clump is big enough.
That'd be cool if you could make a lint-filled stuffed animal. Just full of lint. Because, I mean, it's kind of the same consistency, I have to imagine. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, honestly, are we saving the world?
You know what I think
could
you
be
should do?
eco-friendly.
I would appreciate if you did this for me. Rather than giving me the lint in like a big ball or whatever your plan was, collect the lint. Maybe I'll give you a bag on your way out, and you can just keep collecting lint throughout your life. And by the time you have enough lint to make a stuffed animal,
when you
just give it to me.
Okay.
And I'll be really excited about it because I'll be like, "Oh my God, you actually did it."
Okay.
I'm
down.
That's what I want.
Challenge fucking accepted. I commit to the event. You don't understand. I'm gonna actually do this. We're gonna build a bear workshop. This bitch.
If you pull that off, that's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen anybody do.
I might be.
Anybody do? Anybody done? Anybody
Yes.
done? Okay, so I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
So you're asking me how I insult people in raps. So if I were to do that for the roast battle things, this is what I do: is I get everybody's names all listed out. Now the way that they were doing it, like the people who run roast battle, they would tell me the lineup on Monday, and the show is on Thursday or whatever, something like that. Mm-hmm. So I have like 3 days to write it.
Nice.
And so what I'll do is I write out everybody's names, and then I just write out stuff I can mention, right? And this actually, when I was doing, there's a rap I wrote called a Teen Quest Testimony, and I was in a job training program and a pre-employment program called Teen Quest, and that was at my high school that I went to. And at the very end, what it was there was a speech you would give, and this is something I had done before, but it's like, if you give me the outline, like this is all the stuff you have to mention in the speech. Now I have the rap half written for me, because all I have to do is bullet point everything, and like, okay, this has to be mentioned, this has to be mentioned, this has to be mentioned. And then it's just building out from there. I actually think it's easier to do that than it is to write something from scratch, because you already know what you have to do. And so something like this is the same thing, where it's like, I already have everything I've got to say, I just have to find a way to string it together and make it a cohesive thing. So, David Donick, wishes he was black. That's a great one. That you got to bring that one up somehow. And then what did I end up saying? Let's see. What did I say? That'll make no sense. Double D's, David Donick with the same old sets. He's a teacher. Raise your hand if you sit in the back. Missed an urban lifestyle. Now he wish he were black. And of course, everybody there. People love it. People love it. People love it.
Yeah.
So it's a setup punchline thing, and I think that's why it works with comedy or in a comedy context, is because it's not that different than a joke, really. It's really, but I'm not writing it as if it were a joke. I'm writing it as if it were a rap. I'm thinking, how do I get to wish he were black? And so I also had, he's a teacher. That's another thing about him. So it's like, he's a teacher, raise your hand if you sit in the back, wish he were black. It's finding a way to set it up that makes sense. And really, that's most of it. Like, the way that these are written is different than I write songs, though. Because if I were to write a song, I think a lot of the time I don't really have I don't start a song with a full scope of where I'm going to go with it. I kind of just follow it where it leads me, and I like that approach. I think that you can get somewhere that you couldn't get otherwise, but the opposite works just as well. Say I have a perfect concept and I know exactly what the song's going to be, and then I just lay it out verse by verse by verse. And of course there's plenty of songs where you have to write them that way, like a storytelling song or a song with an arc. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it's about just like comedy, just like anything, it's about repetition. So you have to just do it over and over to the point where you just can automatically do it. You're not really thinking about it anymore. And how did I get into music, you ask me? I got into music because I did like a little musical thing. I mean, I think the first entertainment stuff I ever did is I think I was just like most kids. Like, I saw YouTubers, and I think it was based on iCarly. Me and my cousin did a thing called Why It's Awesome, and it was like I was sitting at a desk, and the beginning started with a theme called Why It's Awesome, Why It's Awesome, Why It's Awesome. Yes, he is. And then my sister, the assistant or whatever, she would go, he's the man. So that was the theme song. And this is still on YouTube. You can find it if you type in Why It's Awesome webisode. It should be there. It's from like 2008, I want to say.
Oh my God.
It's old as hell. And that became... I was doing YouTube videos for a little bit, and then me and my friend were going to be in a rap group together, and then he decided he wanted to do UFC. So
what?
I said, oh, yeah. But the rap, it was like he was one of those friends who wants to do a new career every 2 weeks. So
did he actually do UFC?
No.
Oh, okay.
But look at me, baby. I never gave up. And so I would say that was probably the beginning of everything. And also I think maybe I wrote like a rap or two. So this was like 2012, 2013. So maybe I had written something before that. And then also me and my cousin, that same cousin, we did the Why It's Awesome thing for. We did a song that was a parody of Dead and Gone by T.I. And I know I wrote the hook and he wrote the verses. And it was like, whoa, I'm just trying to get a kill streak, dog. I just gotta wait till I respawn. Wait till I respawn, And that was like, I was 12. I can't remember how old.
I love a parody. Yeah.
And so all that stuff. And then I started to really take it seriously around 2012. To me, what I love about hip hop and music in general, or songwriting, is that I can translate an idea almost better than I could if I were to say it. And also, I love the openness in that, where I can make a song and you can interpret that song completely differently than I wrote it, and we're both right. And that's what's so beautiful about art in general, is that's what art's all about, is that conversation with yourself that you have when you view it, you know? I think that's what great jokes are. It's a joke that makes you, like I get it, like it makes you think a little bit. It doesn't have to be intellectual, but it's just like, oh, ha, ha, ha. You know, you get it. It made you think, where it didn't just lay it out for you and explain it all to you. It was kind of thought-provoking in a way.
Yeah, well, you don't want art that makes you feel like a dumbass.
No, you can't. You can overdo it too, and you can make you think too much. Yeah. And you can also underdo it and make people not think at all. So I think there's a balance to that, but that's what I love about it. And then it's also that I don't know. I want to answer your question properly, because you're asking me.
These are good answers.
Well, you're asking me like for advice on how to do that. So I'm trying to think, like, how would I explain how to do it? I mean, the setup punchline thing, obviously.
I feel like that's helpful.
That, and, like, you're trying to figure out how to do it in, like, a...
Freestyle
way. So freestyling, the thing about freestyling is you can't think too much, right? So say Band-Aid. Yo, I've been spitting like this, been doing it for damn days. I'm punching motherfuckers that gonna need Band-Aids. I mean, damn, every time I come in, damn, he's lit. I'm never ever stopping. I'm getting y'all with damages. I keep going, punching you with each hand, and then I put on top of you some fucking bandages. See? So it's like... But it's setups. So it's like...
Yeah.
The word that you're targeting should be at the end of the whatever line you're building up to. And then it's about getting to the word. You familiar with Harry Mack at all?
No.
So he's incredible, and he does written raps, but he's mainly a freestyle rapper, and there's plenty of videos of him giving advice on how to freestyle.
Ooh, okay.
And he's so good at it. He's been doing it for 10 to 15 years now publicly, but even longer than that, I'm sure. And that's the explanation I just gave is kind of the way that he's laid it out. The hard part is to think of the next word in the background, because one thing that he'll always do is he used to do these things called Omegle bars, and so he would be on Omegle, R.I.P. And
Omegle,
I know.
What a throwback.
What a shame. There's got to be some alternative out there. No one's getting flashed anymore. Come on, bring Omegle back.
I don't think we need it. Go on.
How am I supposed to force women to watch me jerk off? Omegle's the only way. That really is like half of Omegle was just...
You always got the red line.
You're right. You're right. All right. I stand corrected. No. But, yeah, so it's about, like, say I have 3 words. So give me 3 words. Just 3 words.
All right. T-shirt, leaf, Oscar.
T-shirt, leaf, Oscar. So the goal is to come up with a bunch of related words and then find a way to string that together. So like t-shirt, clothes, apparel, turtleneck, sleeve, logo, whatever. You just keep going. And this is the stuff you're supposed to be doing in the background as you're talking. So it's like, when I come at you, you're gonna be hurt. I'm gonna lay you down, put you on a t-shirt. I said, yo, when I spit, it's never sterile. It's so sick, motherfucker. Check out this apparel. I mean, apparently, I'm like Daryl Dixon. When I come and get him, I come and hit him. See, and then I just got off track because I wasn't trying to come up with the next word. It's really hard because you have to just constantly be one step ahead of yourself to do it right. And that's the hard part to me. Like, if I have everything laid out, it's actually pretty easy. Like with the roast battle thing, half of what I'm doing is written, and then the other half is a freestyle. And the freestyle part is stuff that people already said. So I already have all the bullet points there. Yeah. It's just a matter of setting up the bullet points, you know. But yeah, that's probably most of it.
That's awesome.
That's probably most of what you would need to know.
It's fun to hear you come up with stuff on the spot. That's cool.
Oscar, dog, award, movies, or Oscars are TV shows. Is that Emmys?
It's
Oscar?
Movies.
Movies, yes, some movies. Oscar Meyer Wiener.
True.
And that's the other thing about it is you kind of want to think outside of the box. And like one of the things that he said to practice is you just do that. You don't even rap. You just come up with a bunch of synonyms and like related words to a word, and you practice getting in the habit of doing that, because then your brain starts to think a little bit differently.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I've always wondered how people did that, because when I was in middle school and high school, for some reason I got hooked on watching rap battles, like real rap battles on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think it was because first I watched Epic Rap Battles of History, and then I was like, wait, but I want to watch the real thing.
Yeah.
And I got kind of hooked, and I was very impressed. I just never understood how people could even do that, so that's cool. I'll go home and practice.
Good luck. It's not easy. And it takes a lot of practice to get good at. And I don't even think I'm good. For the record, I don't think I'm good at it. I think I am a facade, and I think that I've tricked people into thinking I'm good. Because sometimes I'll see people who are really good at freestyling, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm nowhere near that. And also, I think what I just described is formulaic, and I think some people can freestyle without doing that, and that impresses the fuck out of me, because I don't know how they're doing it. I really don't know how. The thing about freestyling too is you have to figure out how to use less filler and not repeat yourself. That stuff's really hard too. Rap battles are a whole other animal, because rap battles, they prepare a lot of that stuff. I mean, some of it is freestyled, but a lot of it is prepared, and that's
good to know.
Yeah, but it's nerve-wracking. I mean, like, I can't imagine, because you have all this stuff you wrote, but in the moment it doesn't look like you wrote it the way they perform. And so, to me, I don't know. I would be nervous as hell to do an actual rap battle.
I really want to work on it, and eventually, I know this is so silly, but I would like to do one.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
An actual rap battle?
Just me, Rebecca, talking like Rebecca, doing a rap battle where I just happen to rhyme, and I think that would be really fun. I watched the movie 8 Mile recently.
Yeah.
And I had never seen it before, but like at one point someone referenced it when they were judging one of my battles. They were like, Jaffe 8-miled this round, and I was like, what does that mean?
I know exactly what that means.
And then I watched it and I was like, wow, that's a very flattering comparison. I think that's an exaggeration, but okay.
What do you think they meant?
I think they just meant that I had good imagery.
No.
And that
I don't think that's what they meant.
A little bit savage, a little bit mean. What do they mean?
Because when people say like they 8-miled that or they B-rabbited it, what they mean is that you flipped it on the opponent, because at the end of 8 Mile, that's what he does.
Yeah, he talks
Clarence
about...
parents have a real good marriage, but he says everything the other guy was going to say about him and disarms him. That's probably what you did. And they were probably saying,
cool.
Oh shit, you just pulled the B-rabbit from 8 Mile. That's probably what they were saying. Was that what do you remember? Is that what you did? Did you say the things they were going to say in a way?
I don't even remember. Maybe? I don't remember.
In my mind, that's what it is. Like, someone even told me that the first time I was going to do roast battle. They said, oh, you should acknowledge that you're a white rapper and da-da-da, because they're going to make fun of you for that. I was like, nah, I don't need to do the 8 Mile thing. That was literally, because you want to be one step ahead of them. So that way, when they come at you, it's like you just took their entire bit. They can't do anything anymore.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what I did.
What's interesting about rap battles versus roast battles, too, is that the level of camaraderie is completely different. Like, a roast battle, we're going to meet beforehand, we're going to share information, we're friends. A rap battle, it's like, I'm telling everybody I fucked your bitch. Like, it's actually offensive what I'm going to say about you.
No, they fucked my bitch?
Yes. And it's painful. I've literally seen rap battles where a guy's like talking about, I stole your girlfriend from you, and also you have herpes. It's like, what the fuck? They are savage.
Oh my god.
A roast battle, it's like, if you said that stuff, oh my god, you're not getting invited back. You just lost
like,
your
that's
friend.
Really rude.
Yeah. It's a whole different world.
That's not very nice.
Mm-hmm. You have to.
But I want to be more mean. It seems fun.
Well, rap battles, I'm telling you, if you got to step into that rap battle world.
I definitely want to practice a lot before.
I think if you maintain, like, if you're saying you're going to be yourself, you're not going to switch up your persona, that would actually probably be good for a rap battle career, because it would make you unique. You know, they'd be like, who is this girl?
Yeah, or just like, I'd even love to do, like, I know that they do like a mix of it on Wild and Out, where they do like, it's not quite it's like a roast battle, but it happens to rhyme. It's like kind of in the middle. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be fun. I think that would be fun to try, or just a real rap battle. That'd be cool. Just to take off the bucket list.
Yeah.
I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah. Shout out Maddie from Wild and Out, by the way.
I love her so much. I mean, I used to watch her a bunch before roast battles and stuff, and that's like what made me think, like, oh, maybe I could be mean up there and just be Rebecca. You know? It's cool. Yeah.
And you can get away with a lot, too. I mean, that's why it's so funny, is I think that in that type of context, you can get away with the most ridiculous things. I mean, like, the list I have here is literally me just calling people fat and things like this.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't just walk around calling people names.
Yeah.
But you can if it's in the context of, like, a roast battle, rap battle.
Yeah, and the thing is that I have a pretty high self-esteem. Like, for some reason, people just cannot insult me. Like, I don't feel insulted. If people are mean to me, I'm like, great, now I get to be even meaner to them. I always feel bad when they're too nice to me.
Yeah.
So I like when they're meaner to me, so then I get to be more mean. But yeah, I can't think of, like, maybe there was one time where I felt a little hurt because someone said my nose looked like the ones that people wear with, like, the glasses and the mustache attached.
Like a fake nose.
And, like, my nose looked like a fake nose. And I was like, well, the fake noses do look a lot like a nose. So that's okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
making it
right.
weird. But, like, yeah.
Because it hurt your feelings and you were trying to rationalize, and really it shouldn't hurt your feelings
It shouldn't
at all.
hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Plenty of people have noses like that who are beautiful.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
you could do that for anybody. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about me. I really, really don't, because I just don't care. I know what I am and I know what I'm doing. But
Yeah.
I will say that sometimes people say things that I remember. Like, when,
Yeah? Oh!
Sometimes people say things and I'm like, or if it's particularly on point. Like the first time I did roast battle, Brandon Kiefer said, "From the people who brought you DMT, we present DMX." That was a really good joke. That was very funny. Because it's because of the way I dress. That was a proper way to roast the way I dress.
I need to learn more references because I'm going to have to go online and Google both of those things so that I understand.
Oh, it was such a good one. DMT is a psychedelic drug.
And then there's DMX. I have heard of
DMX raps like this.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
And then DMT being the psychedelic drug that takes you to another realm.
That makes sense. I did not know what DMT was.
Yeah.
Okay.
DMT is how you meet the spirit elves, and they tell you about, how this is what's going to happen when you die. And
Have
all
you
that.
ever met the spirit elves?
No. But
Me neither.
I'm afraid. DMT is the one that actually scares me. I can do mushrooms always, but I cannot. DMT scares me. Yeah.
I've never done, like, crazy drugs. I've only, like, just alcohol and weed.
Good for you.
But just because I'm on, like, so many prescribed medications,
So you can't.
I'm just like I just would be scared to mix them because what if?
I think it's SSRI is what you got to worry about.
Well, yeah, I'm on Prozac.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when people who do antidepressants and stuff like that want to take psychedelics, I think the advice is to, like, take a week or two off of the antidepressants.
And that sounds awful. No, thank you.
Exactly. It's a tough situation.
I am the spirit elf.
Yeah.
I don't need to meet them.
Just maintain that, yeah. I feel like it's one of those things where I think those experiences are good, but I also think that it's not necessary and also not for everybody. I mean, there's plenty of people who just don't need that. I can guarantee you they don't need it.
Yeah.
But then for me, I would say it makes me who I am in a sense.
That's awesome.
So I would never, like, mushrooms in particular, when I tell you that my purpose in life is to shine my light upon others and to affect other people, that is an epiphany I had on mushrooms once, and it showed me the light, for lack of a better word. So I wouldn't have it any other way. But there's plenty of people who would take something like that, and it's just nightmare, and they're just screaming,
That would be me.
going outside naked, and it's a dangerous thing. It reminds me how different we all are, I guess I should say. Because I think what psychedelics do is they show you what's already inside you in this way. And so if you're somebody who's got a lot of insecurity, a lot built up, a lot of whatever, that's going to be a wild ride. It's just going to be.
Yeah, I'm scared for what it would bring out in me.
Yeah.
Because I would be the nightmare person for sure.
Yeah. Somebody would have to. You need a trip sitter, is what they call it. Trip sitters.
Yes.
You need somebody to sit with you and comfort you and coddle you and tell you everything's going to be okay.
First time I ever got high, I kept saying the whole time, how am I going to tell my mom? How am I going to tell my mom? And the people there were like, you don't have to tell your mom, right? And I was like, I tell Marsha everything. You don't understand. I was trying to cry, but I couldn't because my eyes were too dry.
Yeah.
It was wild. Yeah.
And you don't even really smoke though, or you do?
I only do edibles. I've never smoked anything just because I have asthma and stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, just not my thing. But yeah, edibles. I'm very much a lightweight. Like 5 milligrams is enough for me to be like pretty darn high.
Yeah, that's how my mom is. It's funny. Like my mom, she was at a party with her sister, and somehow she was convinced to take a small edible, like 5 milligrams.
Oh my God.
And she threw up. She wanted to go home, like that type of thing. And I'm thinking, Mom, like that is a low dose. Mom.
Oh no.
So, and maybe it's even a biological thing. Like maybe there's an adverse reaction.
And my friend who's really knowledgeable about weed, you know Quinn James?
Sounds familiar.
Quinn James is one of my dearest friends. They know a lot. And they were saying a lot of it is about like what types of weed are in there and what's the combination of the different chemicals. Because some of them will make you feel more high just because it's like all like THC, when if it's like more balanced combination
CBD,
and all the and whatever other stuff there is, they would know more than me.
I mean, there's
can
a
create
bunch
more
of
pleasant and like more mild high, even if it's the same amount.
Yeah. Because there's a bunch of different chemicals inside of it, but THC and CBD are like the most prevalent. But nowadays, you go to a smoke shop and they'll start. Like I went to a smoke shop and they had THCA, THCP.
Yeah, they have all the different kinds.
Yeah.
That's why, honestly, I rely on. I ask Quinn about it before I get high on anything because I know that they know what's going to suit me. They know everything about this stuff. They run a great show. It's called Cannabesties.
Oh, that's him and
that's them and Teddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Teddy Hill.
It's them and Teddy, and they're a great pairing. But yeah, no, Quinn knows so much, and yeah, I've learned a lot. I tried getting high when I went on my first trip to LA recently. I took a 5 milligram edible, but it was just like a strain of like one kind of THC. So I was just so I had to take a nap. LA was stressing me out, and I was like, maybe I should try what all the other people here do and get high. It did not suit me.
Yeah, it's just not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
I have a love-hate relationship with marijuana. Yeah. I love it so much, but also I can't, like I get too attached to it, and then it starts to take away from my life. And it's like a cycle I go through where it's like, it'll be a month, 2 months, 3 months, smoking like every day.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute. Like it's affecting me now. And then I have to take like a week or two off, a month off. And it's always like a sad couple days when I make that transition.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. It is addictive. I don't care what anybody says. Physically, I have felt it. People will say, "Oh, weed's the only drug. It's not addictive. It's perfect for you." Dude, nothing is not gonna have. If you do something every single day and then you stop doing it, you will have a reaction.
Yeah,
it's just silly to think otherwise.
And that's what makes me feel like psychiatry needs to be more accessible to people, because I think a lot of people who might rely on it. There's some people where drugs is just their thing and that's awesome and that's what works for them. But there's some people where, like, you know, it might be a form of self-medicating, and maybe like if they had access to one of those expensive doctors who can actually like put it in the right amount of milligrams for you.
Right.
Yeah, because like, I don't know, if I hadn't had access to my psychiatrist, I probably would just be doing that.
Right.
And it probably would have a similar effect.
Yeah. I mean, it's the fact that there's no one to help you or guide you or tell you anything. Like, you can only self-experiment for so long.
And I wish psychiatry was just more easily accessible to people.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it like that in other countries? Is there any countries where they provide psychiatric care?
When I say I'm passionate about it, I mean I have strong opinions. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I
would just wonder if there's like a country that's better off because they're doing it.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I agree with it. I agree with what you're saying.
I wonder if there are places like that.
It should be. I mean, well, it's probably tied to the whole fucking healthcare conversation because ultimately it's kind of an extension of healthcare. So if there was free healthcare, or at least more accessible healthcare, it would probably be a lot easier and more accessible for people to get psychiatric care, because then it would be falling under that umbrella. Whereas now everybody's broke and you get one injury and you're in debt. So how are you supposed to go pay for a therapist that's also hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month?
Oh my God. Yeah, exactly.
I also think that psychiatry, it's come around, but it still has a bad rep. I always say that I think what happens is people have bad experiences in therapy, and they just think that's what therapy is. It's like they have one bad therapist who doesn't help them, and they go, oh, this is useless. When really it's like anything, you need to find the right therapist.
And it sucks having to find the right psychiatrist, the right therapist.
Yeah.
I've been through bad ones in both categories.
Yes.
I mean, a bad psychiatrist, it's hard to find a good psychiatrist. Oh my God. And it sucks because your emotions go up and down along the way. And then some therapists are amazing. Some are fucking idiots.
Yeah, right.
It's like dating, really, except you have to pay them.
Yeah. Yes. And I think that's what stops people is like, you want me to pay to realize I don't want to be there?
To realize I don't like you? I have to pay like at least $100?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But, I do think it's so valuable. I think therapy, ultimately, its ultimate purpose would be to show you the patterns within yourself that you can't see.
I love that.
And I think you need that.
Do you do therapy?
No.
Nice.
No, I don't do it.
But hey, it's not for everyone. I know that for me it's great just because I found a good therapist, but it's not for everyone.
I just don't. I think I have enough perspective, and I put myself through enough to where I don't think I really need that. Like, I think I put myself in enough therapeutic situations,
That's cool.
Yeah.
It seems like you're a very open person.
Yeah. Whereas, like, somebody who's not, somebody who's a little more closed off, they're going to need it. Because I'm an open book. I'll just tell you. Whereas somebody who needs to get there, they probably do need a therapist or something like that to help them get there.
Yeah.
And I think therapy too, often it could just be like a stream of consciousness. It could be me talking for 30 minutes and you, the therapist, just listening, and that could be what I need. You don't even have to say anything. You just have to listen.
Yeah. Sometimes those have been the best ones.
Yeah, because it's kind of that. It's kind of just, I think we learn what we think through talking. I really believe that.
I agree.
I think that by talking to other people, you figure out what you think. And if you just talk to yourself all day, you would actually get nowhere.
I agree so strongly. That's what everyone tells me to take up, or at one point in my life told me to take up journaling, because I guess I wasn't doing well at the time. There was one year for my birthday where everyone got me a journal. Everyone got me a fucking journal, and I was like, what do they all think is wrong with me?
Right. It's like when your parents get you deodorant and there's soap.
Yeah.
Like, what does this mean?
But that's why I don't love journaling for like therapeutic stuff, just because I already talk to myself all the time. I don't need to do that. I'd rather say it out loud to someone else.
Right.
But yeah, no, I think talking is awesome.
Yeah, and I think that you learn so much through talking. Like, you can be mid-sentence and be like, whoa, I didn't know I thought that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thought I thought.
I've said some things today where I'm like, wait, what?
It makes me feel smart because I'll be talking and I'll realize I knew something that I forgot I knew. I'll be like, whoa, how did I just say that?
Yeah.
Forgot I knew that. I haven't thought about that in like 6 years. How did I know? And it's just because I was saying words out loud that ignited whatever that is in my brain. I think it's crazy the amount of information and shit, like the amount that's within us too. What comes out of people. I just think I think that I like to think that there are infinities within all of us. That's how I like to think about it.
I love that.
Yeah. I know. I'm just the best.
You are the best, Ruse.
No, you are.
No, you. I can't wait to give you your lint-filled stuffed animal when we're 50.
Yes.
Yeah.
50. Yeah, that's an accurate timeline.
Yeah.
How long it's gonna take. You got a little ball right there. You can start it.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you too about because I see these roast battle Patreon things. So what is going on there?
So yeah, they're having me run the Patreon now.
Wow, you're in charge.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
evil scheming.
And so I was like, I want to try experimenting with it a little bit. Maybe so I write the descriptions now for any of the roast battles that we drop. at least on the Patreon. And then I've also been running a podcast now called Meet the Battlers.
Yeah.
Which has been fun. I'm not the best technologically, so I'm like figuring it out little by little. But I was thinking, I really want to, I'm inspired by stuff like Rocky Horror, where like you have like, it's like a cult classic. It's got a cult following. You've got your favorite character. You know the traits of each one. I don't know. Or just stuff like that with other franchises, too. And I just was thinking, I want to get to know each person, because that's the thing about Chicago is it's not just about the amount of battles. It's about the dynamic of it and how we have such characters in the scene. So I've just been wanting to get to know them and do that.
It's like an interview type thing?
Yeah, just an interview type thing where I just chat with a battler every other week and learn about them just to get to know them. And I learn something new each time. I have no idea who's watching. Maybe like 2 people right now. But honestly, when I started roast battling, I was so obsessed with it. I would have loved to like get to know each battler's thoughts and stuff for like 45 minutes. So that's been fun. I'm still learning how to run a podcast. It's been a good time. It's nerve-wracking.
When you say how to run, what do you mean?
Like I have one mic, and it just like you can hear people on both sides. It's not the best quality. I'm filming it with my iPhone. I go through iMovie and edit it. Like it's.
I will say though that I respect that, because most people, like I said, they care too much what people think. They're perfectionists. Most people wouldn't start. They would say, "Oh, I need 2 podcasts. I need to get cameras. I need to get this. I need to get that." It's better to just start while it's bad. It's better to start while you have it sounding bad, while it's looking bad, because then you'll get better and you'll have practice, and you'll if you just start with all the best stuff, it's probably not even gonna be good at first. So just do it.
Exactly.
You know? So I can't tell you how many comics have told me, "Oh, I want to start a podcast." I've learned, don't give them all the specifics. Just tell them, start now. Let it be bad. Let it be as bad as it can. This podcast started, I was recording into my phone while driving my car. If you go back to episode 1, that is what it is.
While driving? Yes. That's not safe, Ruse.
Well,
God.
Just keep stabbing, you know? So
that's inspiring, though. I love that.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I'm hoping they let me keep running the Patreon. I'm just trying to do a good job, because when I first started roast battling, I was like, this is a successful independent show.
Oh, yeah.
I want in.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's why I was so excited when they asked me to do it.
So it's just cool to be a part of it. And hopefully I'm always like hoping that I'm doing a good job. They're nice to me. So I think I'm doing a good job. Chris hasn't complained yet.
Yeah.
At least to my face.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. It seems like he's happy, but yeah.
How'd you even end up in that position to be able to run it?
So they were looking for an intern, and I was just like, I'll do it. And they were like, are you sure? We were thinking just like get someone to put up posters in exchange for stage time, but you already get stage time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I still want to do it. Can I attend the meetings, the production meetings? Because I want to learn how a successful show works.
Yeah.
And they were like, sure. So I would just put up posters and then attend the meetings. And then eventually Chris and I had a discussion where he was like, what is your goal, like, as a part of this team? And I was like, I want to work my way up. I was like, I want to host the shows. And he was like, honestly, you do musical comedy. I don't think that would be the best fit for hosting. And I was like, honestly, I agree. And we tried to figure out, like, what's my niche going to be? And then I realized I am great at getting people excited about stuff, and I'm really good at just geeking out about stuff and relating to the other geeks out there. And so we were like, and he was like, oh, what if you run the Patreon? And I was like, can I just do whatever with you? He was like, yeah, whatever you want. it's been really fun.
That's cool. They're letting you do anything too. It's kind of your thing. Like you get to just hold the reins, do it all.
And I haven't tried. For now, it's just been dropping stuff and then meet the Bowlers. But I do want to figure out other things to do on
like
there.
Patreon exclusive stuff.
Yeah, Patreon exclusives.
I know they do behind the scenes stuff on there already.
Yeah,
like
interviews and stuff.
Like post show interviews.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
exactly.
That's a good question. I mean, I'll brainstorm for you. I'll come up with some stuff.
I know that, like, I've been thinking, I've talked with Pat Barker, who was really involved with Roast Battle League.
Yep.
For a period.
He was one of the founders, right? Or at least one of the
like guys who was really involved, and I know now he's on his own, and he gave me a lot of advice about how he runs his Patreon, which is very successful. And he talks about these like weekly hangouts that they do, but I don't know if that I would like to. I don't know if I'm ready to jump in.
You mean like a live stream type thing?
Yeah, where like people come to the Zoom and just hang and.
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared I'll do bad. I'm scared I'll do a bad job.
I just think
I'm scared
it's
no
kind of a
one will
no-brainer.
show up.
I feel like it's a no-brainer. I mean, if no one shows up, whatever.
Then whatever. I can just leave the hangout.
If no one shows up, you just bring a book with you and just fucking start reading
true.
or something.
And I feel like it could be a good idea.
And I mean, well, the thing is, like,
go for it, Ruse.
That's why I hate going live on Instagram, because I have followers, but I'm just performing to nothing. Like, you get 0 people on the Instagram live. It drives me nuts. You know what you got to do is you got to promote it. So it's like you got to say, we're doing the weekly hangout this day at this time. Now, Roast Battle already has some people on their Patreon, so it's not as if there's no one there.
Yeah.
So if you announce it on there, you say when it's going to be, I would guess some people would show up. And then you also, promote it on the Roast Battle pages and all this. I think it would work. Because the people who like Roast Battle, they really do like it. Like, they're fans of Roast Battle. Yeah. I mean, like, that it's got an audience. And it's got an audience because of what it represents. It's part of something greater. Like, it's not just Roast Battle Chicago. It's a Roast Battle League show. And so it's not just Chicago people you're even aiming at. It's people from all over. So I think that it's so broad, I would be surprised if it didn't work. Something like that.
Thank you.
And it's interactive, and people like that. People like being a part of it,
Yeah, that's so true. And I would love to have a spot where we can all just chat about, like, the show that happened that week or our favorite battles and stuff.
You could frame it like that, like, this week we're going to discuss this and this.
Yeah.
You could even say, like, we're going to talk about the latest episode.
God, I want to get everyone together to talk about the Den show. It was so fun. That was last night.
Last night, right. Yeah, so this comes out about a month from now, but that's the biggest show they've done so far. Right?
Yeah.
Were you there?
I was.
Yeah, you didn't. Were you on stage? I can't remember. I forget the lineup.
I challenged someone to a rematch.
Oh yeah, it was you and Matt Sullivan. Yes.
Because he
the new champion.
Me, yes, and I just really wanted to kick his ass. And it's funny because he's just like this nice guy who doesn't mind either way whether he wins or not. He's a good sport.
Right.
And I'm just like, and he's like, okay. Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass, and he's like, nice to see ya, and I just.
You're like, I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
And he's like, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
It's so funny because, like, it's not even just his personality; it's his entire essence, like his being. Like, he's got that baby face look about him.
He doesn't care if he wins.
No, but you do.
I care.
I gotta tell you, I don't know. Like, do you think that, like, who wins, like, the roast battles? Do you think that, like, does it really matter?
No.
I don't know if it matters.
It's bullshit.
It's kind of like brownie points.
Yes, because I would much rather lose in a really close battle that was awesome than win because someone else sucked.
Yeah.
It's more about having just good battles. This is all WWE,
yes, it really is.
Except we don't plan who wins, but it's not about winning. It's not like we were saying, it's not like rap battles where it's actually like your honor at stake. It's not about like really defending yourself. This is about just being funny.
Like a sport.
Yeah. And so no, it doesn't matter who wins. It matters if you do a good job.
Yeah. And how did it go yesterday?
Oh. I did a great job. I won by one vote.
One vote.
By one vote. And he did some good stuff. Am I allowed to give spoilers?
Oh, yeah.
He said that I look like I suck dick crisscross applesauce. I thought he had it then.
That is a pretty good one.
That might be one of my favorite ones that I've heard about me. And then I just like looked over at my boyfriend, gave him the finger guns. I was like, no.
You said about Brandon Kiefer in that title match, you look like you put a bump stock on a fleshlight.
Oh my God, yeah. And
that was so
he
funny.
said you look like you you look like you wash your face with your dog.
Yeah.
Shit like that. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was able to. It was very close. I got 3 votes. He got 2. I mean, it was nice. It was awesome. It was really fun.
The whole show went great?
The whole show last night was awesome. It was so strong.
How different was it than a show at Zanies?
I like it better.
Yeah?
In a way. Well, probably just because it was something new.
Right.
And because it was such a big crowd. Oh, I love Zanies, though. Cut that part from the podcast. Zanies, please book me. I love you.
I mean, it's not even
I
a
love
knock, it's not even a
Mondo.
knock on Zanies, though.
Mondo is awesome. He makes sure that I get free candy every time I'm
Zanies?
there. Yeah, because at one point we were all getting free candy in the green room, but then they stopped giving us free candy at Roast Battle. I think it's because there were so many people there. But one day I was there and Mondo was there and he was like, Rebecca, you're all about chips and candy, right? Like, you fuck with candy. And I was like, yeah, I fuck with candy. And he brought me free candy. And ever since then, we've had free candy in the green room. So thank you, Mondo. But no, I really liked about the Den that it was it's more of it almost feels like a theater in the round. I love having a stage that like sticks out where there's people on all sides. Because it does give it more of that like, battle, everyone's surrounding you, the energy's filling the room. But also the taste is different. It really depends. It's so interesting how the taste is a little different at the Den than it is at Zanies.
How?
I feel like at Zanies they like it more like mean and biting. And then at the Den it was all about like who's whimsical. And then at Zanies Rosemont you never fucking know.
Right.
Because it's different people every time. You have no idea what they're gonna like. There have been times where they liked me, times where they hated me.
Yeah, and you didn't change anything really. Like it was the same exact approach. And
Yeah.
for some reason,
Or maybe I wasn't as good, but
Maybe.
maybe. What?
me not as good.
Me? What the fuck? But yeah, no, I really
golden
did
god.
love performing at the. It's so cool to have like more of a thrust style stage for battling.
For battling, yeah, because
Yeah.
the atmosphere is just naturally different. Like if I'm
it's fucking-
shooting down this tunnel, that's different than if
Yeah.
I've got this big.
Woo, it's awesome.
It's like an actual rap battle, kind of, right? Because a rap battle, you're kind of surrounded.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, every rap battle you ever see, that's the image. It's a bunch of dudes in the background going, oh! Like
And
that's kind of
that's-
part of the image.
Man, that's all I want.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a rap battle?
I've done them like as a joke with my friends. I don't know how good I would do in an actual rap battle. Because when I'm doing like the
You
roast,
seem so nice and positive.
I know.
Yeah, so go on. Sorry.
I just don't know how I would do it because it'd be fun.
Sorry.
But I would probably struggle at like, I don't know. I'd just be nervous because there'd be so much prep involved with writing it. And then I would be nervous like bringing it in the moment. I feel like you just watched 8 Mile. I feel like I'd be Eminem at the beginning of 8 Mile, just choke.
Oh man.
Joke. I'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
forget everything I wrote
and I
down.
was like, Marshall Mathers, just say something. Come on, Rabbit, just say something, anything, dude.
Yep.
But I get it. Well, I don't get it, but it's understandable.
It's just a different atmosphere. Like what I
Yeah.
love about rap is that I can perfectly like writing a song is I can curate it to exactly what I want it to be and I know it'll work. Whereas a rap battle, It's a little bit more loosey-goosey, a little bit more rolling with the punches type of thing.
Yeah.
It's more about being reactive than it is about just delivering whatever it is that you have.
True.
And I can write something, but I don't know. And the other thing is I'm a little scared of what people might say about me. I don't know if I'm ready. I really don't know if I'm ready. I say I don't care, but I feel like they're going to get me one of these times.
Deep down, we all care. I'm waiting for a roast that'll really, really hurt my feelings.
It hasn't happened yet.
Not truly. Yeah.
You don't take the musical comedy stuff into the roast battling at all, though, no?
No, I don't. I haven't. I don't know. I just felt like from the beginning I was like, I want to just really just write jokes and, yeah, just try something different. Yeah, so they're kind of very different. I've been trying to bring more of the roasting into the musical comedy.
Ah.
So I've been doing more of like roasting of the audience before I even go into my first song. It's been really fun.
That works? They don't?
It's been working.
Yeah.
For some reason.
It's a
Roasting
risk.
the audience, the venue, the booker. It's been really fun.
Yeah.
And it's making me realize that I'm capable of stuff that I thought I would suck at. So, because I always thought I wasn't good at improvising on stage. So that's been really nice. And I always thought I was a bad joke writer, and it turns out I'm not.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
I mean, you just kind of have to force yourself into the position,
Yeah.
right? And then learn, hopefully, by experience. I mean, I think often that's probably the best approach, is to just throw yourself into the ring and then just go from there, and you'll figure it out. Because, like, even when you say going back to stand-up and going back to regular stand-up, that's probably what you got to do. You probably just got to start doing it. Like, not even second-guess it. Just go out
Just
there and
do
start writing
it.
jokes again. Yeah.
Just do it.
It's been 5 years almost. 4 to 5 years now. It's been a long time.
It has been.
But you know what? Like, I get this thought in my brain where it's like, oh my God, I don't know if I can write a song anymore. It's a stupid thought. But it's like, oh my God, like, do I still have it? And then I'll write a song and I'll be like, this is the best thing I've ever written. And then it's all back. But I have to remind myself constantly that I am talented by making things. Because if I don't, I'll forget, and I can convince myself, like, oh, I don't know. So if you give that a year, you give that 2 years, you give that 3 years, yeah, you might get like rustier, but really the only way you know is if you do it. It's the only way you know. Because who knows? Maybe you'll go out there, you do stand up, and it's like the best set ever, and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm even better at this than everything else. I think I'm gonna lean into this more. You literally don't know. Yeah.
True.
I mean, you do that stuff with Hannah too.
Yes.
What's all that about?
Oh my gosh, we do sketch comedy together.
Yes.
I love it so much. She and I have been best friends for many years. And right now we're working on a sketch show that we're going to be putting up on September 8th at the Annoyance, one night only. Woo! It's sort of a test run. We want to see, because we're planning eventually to bring our sketch show to LA and New York, just to put it up in front of industry. So we really want to work it a bunch of times in Chicago just to make sure that it's where we want it to be. We've been putting so much time, energy, money into it. We are putting so much into this. I mean, I transformed our living room to look like a nursing home just so that we could film a sketch there. We put out a casting call for several old people, and we got them, and we paid them like a stipend for the day and everything, and we made some great new friends with elderly people. It was awesome, but like, we are going all in with the sketches this time around. We just don't want to half-ass it. I don't know. I feel like so much more powerful when I'm working with her. I don't know. I love working with her. That's a friend and collaborator for life.
How do you guys usually come up with stuff?
I feel like one of us will come up with a concept and we'll be like, let's do it. Sometimes we sit and we write it together. A lot of times it's been like where she comes up with something, she'll write a rough draft, or I'll come up with something and write a very rough draft. And then we go in and we make it something magical together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And how long do you usually take? Is it a couple days?
It depends. There have been some that took years.
What?
Like the one with the nursing home, we had never made it into a film before, or into like a film sketch. We'd always done it live. But we've been putting that one on and making edits for the past like 3 years. But when it comes to writing the sketch, like the first draft of the sketch, it could be just like a couple of days. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the best. That's like maybe my favorite thing that I do.
Really?
Is writing sketch with her. I don't know. I don't get, with stand up and stuff, you're always alone all the time. And I don't know. I just feel like I'm capable of so much more when I'm working with her.
Yeah.
And when I'm alone, I feel more limited. I think that our work together is truly, like, if there's something that's going to help us make it, both of us, I think it's going to be that.
Why do you think it is that you guys work so well together?
We just really, really get each other, and we also have different points of view.
Yeah.
I feel like I just look at comedy really differently than she does. We grew up with totally different very different references. She grew up with, like, cartoons and stuff that I wasn't even allowed to watch, while I grew up more with, like, I don't know, silly stuff like Monty Python and things like more like British humor and stuff like that. And when we combine our senses of humor together, they're very different, but they complement each other really well. And she helps me, like, take my writing in a direction that I couldn't have even thought of on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just different. It's just, I don't know how to...
Well, I mean, you guys have different sensibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And together, it just works.
How many sketches have you done?
How many sketch shows?
Yeah.
We done... Only 4? We done 4.
Okay. And then I've seen,
Yeah.
like, you do songs, too. It's not always music, right?
Yeah, it's not always music, but we do a lot of songs together. Like our song, which is available on all streaming services, It's Okay to Poop Your Pants.
And it is. It's okay.
And
to
we
poop your
filmed a
pants.
music video with some dear friends. It was awesome. Dear friends. That makes me sound so pretentious.
You've been hanging out with old people.
Yeah, but It's Okay to Poop Your Pants is out on all streaming platforms. We're hoping to put out more stuff at some point. We do a lot of songs together just because we both majored in musical theater in the same program. We both like to write songs and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's an interesting thing, like working with somebody versus working by yourself.
Yeah.
Because it just depends on the context, I guess. Like, some people love, like, music in particular. Some people love working with people. Some people love working alone, and then some people do both. I am the second. I love working by myself. I remember I met a producer once who said that when he makes beats for rappers, he doesn't want to just send it to them. He wants to have a studio session with them and get a feel for them, and that's how he makes the beat. And I just remember hearing that, thinking, like it's an interesting approach, and it's so far from what I would do.
Yeah.
I would not do that. I would just want you to send me the beat. I want to write it by myself, on my own. I don't want to be in your studio while I write it, and then I can just bring it all to you finished, and then I can just give it to you, and it's all ready to go.
Yeah.
Because I can spend my time on it and perfect it. I'm not worried about anything else. But that's so different than sitting in a studio and feeling that energy and getting that. And I don't know. I get both approaches, I guess. It's interesting how the creative process, I guess, can be so different.
Yeah, and I think I'm more of a feel the energy in the moment type of person.
I mean, sketch comedy, I think, way more so should be that.
Yeah.
Like, sketch comedy should be collaborative just inherently, because it's like, where can we go with this, and then building off of each other's ideas, and we're all a part of it, And
I never thought I'd be sitting here, like, agreeing with all those things, because I've always, like, for a long time hated teamwork. I hate working with other people, but, like, it turns out, like, it's been exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, as they say.
True. Did you write that? No.
Yeah, that wrote that one.
But yeah,
wrote that when I was 5.
Magy is the best. I talk, like, I feel like I talk about Hannah so much in conversation that people are like, are they, like, married or something? But no, yeah, I love her so much. She's great.
Yeah.
I feel like we just complement each other really well. The other day, I just noticed that she's very, very intense about everything she does. She's super organized. She, like, creativity-wise, she's type B, but she, like, forces herself to be type A. And so I was like, you know what? I've got a surprise for you. She's like, what is this? And then I brought her in the car, and I brought her to see the Lincoln Park Zoo does seal training, like with their seals, at 11:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. every day. And it's so stupid. They just like roll around and eat fish and flop around. So I just like brought her there, and I was like, ta-da! And I think it just helped her like decompress. I was like, let's go to the fucking zoo. And yeah.
Because again, you guys are kind of like different in that way,
Yeah.
right? Maybe you're doing for her what she does for you.
Yeah. She keeps me organized, and I take her to the zoo.
Right.
You know?
That's what friends are for.
To watch them stupid seals. They're the best. Have you seen the seal training show?
No.
You gotta go, Ruse.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it.
Even if you have, you should go again.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
worth
telling
it.
everyone.
For those that don't know, the Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago is free.
Yes, and the seal training show is free also. And like, the seals don't have to do it. They make it very clear. The seals can just swim away if they want. And they don't do anything impressive like bouncing a ball in their nose. They just like roll over and like maybe flap hello at one point. And that's pretty much it. And it's awesome.
I mean, what is your favorite part about it? Is it just seeing the seals? Is it seeing the seals? Is it watching? What is so great about
It's so funny how they flap.
The flapping?
The flapping. They just flop. They're so chubby.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they look like the sausages just overstuffed, just fucking flopping around. And also, I really, really love pit bulls. And they look like pit bulls.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
Pit bulls, some people call them land seals because some of them have faces that look like them with the big eyes and stuff. And the seals are so funny, and just the way they move. Oh, hi, Oscar. Hi, Oscar, buddy.
Hey, mister.
How you doing? Speaking of seals, are you a seal? Are you a seal? But yeah,
Mr. Pumpkin.
I love dogs and anything that looks like a dog, and seals kind of look like dogs, and I just love cute animals.
That's why he got up. He heard you saying dog and pit bull. That was literally what he heard. He's like, they must be asking me to come over here.
He's so handsome.
It's funny because that's exactly what he was doing. I know that's what he was doing. He heard it. Those are his trigger words. Dog, food, bone.
He's
Good
the
dog.
best.
Yes, he is.
But yeah, dogs are. I love dogs and like cute animals more than anything in this world. That is deep down. That is the thing I love the most.
What do I love the most in this world? Dogs and cute animals. That's it for you?
I mean, I just love dogs so much. It's to like one of my friends said to me, Rebecca, you are all about dogs. You are to dogs the same way a frat boy is to butts. I see dogs and I'm like, oh, that's a cute one. I might have to go pet that one. Oh, excuse me, that's a really cute dog. Can I pet your dog, please?
Yeah. Can I touch that?
Literally every dog. My boyfriend, he knows. He's had to stand there while I pet so many dogs. Sometimes he'll join in. But yeah.
I mean, he's dealt with this plenty of times. He's used to it. He knows what's going to happen. It's probably like he sees a dog before you see a dog, and he preparing himself for the moment.
Literally.
Can't blame him.
And he said that sometimes it's nice because he's too shy to ask to pet people's dogs, so it's nice that I ask. Mm-hmm. I hope people don't think I'm too creepy about it, though, because like sometimes I will go to the park near my apartment at like 5 p.m. because I know that's when everyone goes to let their dogs run off leash. And I will ask to pet everyone's dog.
At a certain point, you just look a little autistic, I would say. Like, at a certain point, they're wondering, is this some type of neurological issue?
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like they might think that I'm a nice disabled girl who goes to the
If you're asking to pet every dog, then that's what it looks like.
I know some of them by name. I know George.
Yep.
George is... Oh, I love George.
See, but you don't own a dog yourself.
I need to get a dog so that I don't seem weird about this.
Yeah, that's what makes it look weird is that you don't have a dog.
Yeah.
Because like if you were walking around with the dog and then you did it, and again, if it's one dog, that's fine. But if you're just running dog to dog to dog to dog.
Literally.
Yeah.
It makes me so glad I'm not a man, because I know if I were a man, I could not do this. I would have the cops called on me.
Yeah, I don't think I could pull that off. Well, maybe I could. I don't know. It's a good question.
Maybe with a Hawaiian shirt, you could.
I think with my demeanor, I could. But if it was like...
Well, also, you have a dog.
And I have a dog, but if I didn't bring him... Like, I'm thinking, like, if I was just a guy walking around at the park, going dog to dog, I think I could get away with it. But I think, like, imagine if you were, like, a buff guy. That would look really weird. It would just look odd.
It's a shame.
I know, yeah. What's wrong with this society? A man just can't pet a dog? Come on.
Yeah. Man, yeah.
What kind of world is this?
But yeah, it's worth people perceiving me as weird and possibly intellectually disabled, because I love petting those dogs so much.
Dogs are a beautiful thing. There's a reason dogs are man's best friend.
Yeah.
I really think so. I think dogs are the ultimate companion. I think that dogs are closer to the real world than people. That thing I said at the beginning of this conversation about existence and living without labels, I think animals do that better than anybody.
I agree.
They're not thinking about what's going on later. They're thinking about what's happening right now.
Or they're thinking about nothing.
Nothing at all. Yes.
Oscar over there.
Yes. And that's a beautiful, beautiful life to live, is just to float through it. I think dogs do that all the time. But also dogs have, the other thing about dogs that's beautiful is they have an unbreakable allegiance to their owners. It is a beautiful thing. I don't think cats have that so much as dogs.
No, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Cats like you, but it's more of a tolerance. Whereas a dog is like, oh my God, Dad, please never give me up. Please never leave me. Please never do anything to wrong me. I'm always here for you, Dad. And follows you around, stares at you with those eyes, those beautiful eyes, those seal eyes.
Yeah, you have a very nice cat, though.
I do, but she's not like most cats.
She's not. That's an unusual cat.
Yes, I recognize I got lucky. I say I won the cat lottery is what I say.
She's the best,
yeah.
Margot.
Because cats be tripping. Cats be tripping for sure. Cats be
tripping.
They be peeing on things. They be scratching things up. They're a little inconsiderate.
Yeah.
I am more of a dog person, but I love my cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats make me mad. Like if I pick up a cat and the cat immediately claws my clothing, I'm like,
It makes me mad too.
Yeah, I get actually angry.
Yeah.
Not like angry in a way where it's like uncontrollable.
I know.
But angry in a way where it's like, oh, you fucking little creature.
Yeah.
God damn it, why must you be this way?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like these clothes, you don't understand how clothes work, do you, cat? You can't just claw everything. You can't just claw everything.
Fucking cats.
Fucking cats, dude. Whereas like dogs are just pretty chill, generally speaking. I have a little cat backpack that I carry Margot in when I...
Oh, you have one of those?
Yeah.
Nice.
And we'll go for a walk. In the morning, I try to walk Oscar and Margot. And the other day, it was like 2 weeks ago, she has her little head hanging out. And usually, like, if there's a dog, we see a dog, I'll let her, like, and the dog, smell each other because she's pretty peaceful. But then the dog, like, grabbed her whole face with its mouth and tried to pull her out of the backpack. Yeah. And since then, now she won't smell dogs anymore. Now when she sees dogs, she gets even. She didn't even hiss. She didn't even do any of that. She just
a gentle.
Yeah. She just recluded into the backpack and then hid in there.
Yeah.
Which was, I was worried. It made me think like, damn, dude. Like, is that how my cat could die? That's how fast a cat could die. All the dog had to do was have a better grip. That's all the dog had to do. And then the lady afterwards, because it was some stranger's dog, she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's a rescue. Da da da. I'm like, oh my God. Go figure. Mm-hmm. It's a rescue. It lived outdoors with cats and tried to kill them. That was the situation.
Yep. Exactly.
Because most dogs aren't that violent towards cats. Most dogs, they just get a little sniff, and then most dogs are used to cats swatting them. So usually the dog's the one that's a little bit reluctant. Yeah. But that dog was violent. The dog didn't give any indication that it was going to do that until it did it. That's what was crazy. It was just like, oh, okay, I guess I'll try this out. And I lean down and do the whole thing. And then the dog just like tries to fucking eat your face.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The lady was very apologetic. She was like, oh, this is where I live if anything happens.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate people who like treat that shit like a car crash. They exchange their info,
Yeah.
like, so sorry, let me know.
Yeah, because what if she did die?
Yeah.
I don't know how she's going to compensate me, but still.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The cat dog discussion comes up a lot here on Ruse Radio because of the cat and the dog.
Really?
This is honestly a topic I've mulled over many times, yes.
Wow. That's very funny. I did not realize that.
It's because I have a cat and a dog in here. If you're a viewer of this show, it's probably ridiculous the amount of times you've heard me explain how I feel about dogs and cats.
Oh, man.
But I love dogs, and I think dogs are a good example of how to lead your life. Truly. I think you could look at a dog and something about the simplicity of the way it behaves is a beautiful thing. I think that there's something to learn in that. You know, a dog is not caught up in what a dog doesn't care if someone says your nose is too big.
So true.
A dog does not even care. If another dog if you were to punch your dog in the face, don't do it. But if you punch your dog in the face, it will only care about that for about 5 minutes. And then it will completely forgot that you punched it in the face. And it will just want to be your friend again.
That's
a cat, you punch a cat in the face, it's over. Your relationship with that cat is over.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's true. You can't get in a fight with a cat. You can and maintain love between you and the cat. The cat, it's entirely conditional, that love. The dog, completely unconditional. You could do anything to a dog.
Mm-hmm.
A dog's always going to come back to you. It's a beautiful thing.
It really is. And I want to live my life like a dog.
I'm working on it. I'm really trying.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like with the musical stuff that you do, like, does that stuff on streaming? Can you find it?
Yeah, I have songs on the streaming platforms. I have a whole EP out called Hi Everyone.
Yeah.
And then I put out a single after that. Yeah, I have some really weird songs out there. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun. Yeah, stuff that I do in my sets.
And then how'd you record all of it? Did you go somewhere get it recorded?
Yeah, I worked with a producer in my hometown of St. Louis. He produced an album that I really love, Ricky Montgomery's album,
Okay.
Montgomery Ricky.
Great name.
Yeah, great name. But yeah, John Heiser. He is an amazing producer, and I was able to get connected with him, and he agreed to work with me, and so I would travel. Well, when I was in St. Louis, that was easier, but then I would travel back and forth once I had moved to Chicago just to get the EP done, and we made some really great stuff. With that EP, the goal wasn't to make like funny stuff. It was to take the songs I already sang and make them really like more listenable. Like
What do you mean?
like if you were gonna like just something that's like more fun to listen to. It has more elements than just me and the ukulele. It's got the whole production and everything. It's got the harmonies. It's got all that. So it's nice to listen to. You know, just like you would listen to other music.
Like you're building a song.
Yeah, so
Out of it. Yeah.
good production and all that. A little different than what you'd see on stage, but I really
I
was
think
proud
that's
of that
what happens
project.
if you're like an acoustic artist. Like if you're somebody who makes acoustic music and then you go to record it. I don't think the general thing is to just do the guitar and the voice.
Well,
Usually you build on
I'm
that.
not good enough at ukulele to do that.
Yeah.
No one would want to listen to that in their spare time. So
Yeah, you got to go all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you didn't have other instrumentalists or anything though?
We did have a few actually. We had someone play violin on one of the songs. We had someone play drums on all of the songs. John plays a lot of instruments, so he put in, guitar and piano and synths and all that stuff. We had a bunch of different instruments on all of the songs, and then I put out a single later on afterwards with a whole arrangement done by my friend Ryan Hurdle. He plays so many different instruments, and I was like, can you just take my song and like make an arrangement for it? And he did an amazing job. So yeah,
Nice.
thanks. Yeah,
I just feel like that's a weird thing because it's kind of backwards in this way.
Yeah.
Like you've already made the song and then
Yeah.
you're making it into something brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah. It must be
Yeah.
weird for you, right?
It
to
is.
hear it in
It's
its
weird.
full, in its final form.
I can't even listen to my own stuff because I'm like, it just sounds like a different person and just feels different.
Really?
Yeah. But I know that there are people who had like kept asking like, when is there gonna be music on Spotify and all that stuff? And so yeah.
Why can't? That's odd that you can't listen to it. I mean, you can listen to it ever. Like you can't listen. Like even if it was just you on stage and you're watching a video back, you don't want to listen to that either. Wow.
Whenever I save the songs as favorites, you know, on Spotify or whatever, because I want to help the statistics. I want as many people saving it as possible, I guess. So that includes me. But whenever it comes up in my on my phone or whatever, I just skip. Yeah.
Huh.
I can't. I can listen to it while we're in the process of making it, but no, afterwards, I tend to like to leave stuff I've done just like behind. I can't.
It's not the sound of your own voice thing. It's not like that. It's something.
A little bit. I tend to overanalyze. I get annoyed at myself. I don't like hearing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine how I feel. I gotta hear my own voice so much.
Man.
I've just learned to
Produce radio.
deal with it. Yeah, it's okay. I once I've done it enough times, I'll just hear myself say things and be like, oh. Just fucking. Like if I wish I didn't have to touch these podcasts. I wish I could just do them and leave them alone. 'Cause,
Yeah.
it gets exhausting to just listen to yourself. And,
I bet.
And it's different in a podcast than it is in music, I would say too. But like, yeah, I don't know. I've heard actors say that they don't watch their movies after they film them for kind of the same reason you just said. Like, I want to be in it. I don't want to watch it after. I just want to keep moving forward. I don't want to go back and look at it. I just want to leave it. And to me, it's just, I don't know. It's a whole different mentality to think that way because I revisit things all the time. So to never, ever, ever do it, like even when you're doing the songs, like obviously you listen to it, you don't do that thing where like you listen to it 200 times before you actually finalize it. Like, do you do that?
I try not to.
Yeah, see, I do
It's
that.
got to feel fresh every time we work on it. So my producer often would say, I'm not going to send you the track this time because I want it to feel fresh to your ears next time we work on it. He would be like, this is the next draft. I'm not going to send it to you until like maybe day of. Don't listen to it too often. You're going to get lost in it.
Wow.
He's a pro. He's amazing.
Yeah, and it's like that thing earlier where it's like if you could just do the thing you do and let everyone else handle it, that's ideal. That's what you're living the dream in that sense because you're not spending 200 hours trying to fix your song.
Yeah.
Because eventually it stops sounding like a song if you do that. It just stops. It's like saying a word over and over and over again.
Yeah, and we'll have stuff like that because he tends to work better if we're both in the studio. So I'm usually there while he's working on it, just watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because I think people who aren't involved in that stuff, they think it's as simple as just making something. But like it's so much with music in particular, it's so much more about the packaging and the mixing and the mastering and all this. You can have a perfect song, but you just completely fail the execution.
Yeah. If it's done shitty, the brain just can't compute.
Yep. You could have the best thing in the world, but if you just fail at actually like presenting it properly, then it doesn't even really matter. You know, like if this podcast existed as it does, but everything was blaring and just completely not understandable, then it's not even that good of a podcast anymore. Now it's ruined. So I think that people who aren't involved in that world just have no idea how much goes on with that because it's crazy the amount that needs to be done if you want something to shine, I should say. Like if you want to polish it and really make it good, because stuff is okay, but to make something great really does take time.
Yep.
Yeah, and thought and like and precision. I would say precision. Like smart decisions that have a direction and decisive choices that lead towards something greater rather than throwing a template on it and calling it a day or whatever. Because that's, again, with most things being just basic, mediocre, that's what most people are going to do. Most people are going to throw on a template and just leave it alone, call it a day. You know, the people who are experts are the ones who are going to spend time on it and make it good. That's why you need a good producer that knows what they're doing, a genius that you can just trust with your masterpieces.
Yeah.
I can't trust people. I need to I'll meet this producer. What's his name? Tell me his name.
John Heiser.
John Heiser. Heiser.
Or Heiserer. I don't remember how it's pronounced. Sorry, John.
John Heiserberg. Who knows?
Yeah, but he's cool. Yeah, I'll send you his info.
Yeah. He doesn't make instrumentals, no?
Actually, no. I don't know if your stuff would be quite... He could do your genre, but I know that he's more about, like, pop and stuff.
And it's different. It's a whole different world.
Yeah, but he's amazing. Yeah.
What genre would you say your music is?
My music is pop, like indie pop musical comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the vibe of Garfunkel and Oates, the Moldy Peaches. Those are the ones that I can think of. Flight of the Conchords is a big inspiration for me.
Yeah, I remember those guys. Are they still around or no?
They don't do stuff together, but they're both doing stuff on their own. Brett McKenzie writes amazing songs for a lot of movies. He wrote Am I a Man or a Muppet? And then Jermaine Clement, he's worked on amazing shows like What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
Huh. They're doing cool shit.
Yeah, they've been around for a while. I think I discovered them like 2009. I remember. It was Pandora. That was when I used to use Pandora.
I love them. My middle school crush was Brett McKenzie for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think that influenced you like towards that, like musical comedy?
In every way. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're
really good at it too.
Them.
Yeah,
they're
they're actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so funny.
And they had a show too, right? Was it a show they did?
It was a 2-season show on HBO, Flight of the Conchords.
See, that I never saw. I only heard the songs.
Oh, I used to watch it a lot.
Or the songs are from the show?
The songs were just on their own, and then eventually they made a show, and they were able to fit the songs into the show.
I see.
And that's kind of a goal for me. I would love to do something like that. That'd be cool. But yeah, no, they slay.
To turn it into something greater, I guess. Like take the songs and make them into something even bigger than they already were, like a multimedia thing now.
I think that'd be wild. That'd be fun.
I don't think that was, because I was thinking like Tenacious D comes to mind, but I think when they did that, they did the songs and then they did the songs for their movie. I don't think the songs in the movie. Oh, no. Am I wrong? I think Master Exploder, I want to say that song was before the movie, and then they put it in the movie. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, there's this, or no, The Metal. Oh, yeah, that's before, because Master Exploder is from the movie, but there's a song they have called The Metal that came out before that. Tenacious D is Jack Black and Kyle Gass. They have like a comedy band.
That.
Yeah. But it's really good. Those guys are great. And I think they would actually probably be my first introduction to musical comedy. I want to say it was them and probably Bo Burnham. I would say those two.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Bo Burnham's earlier stuff in particular, I really like a lot. And, I mean, he's even tied to the OG YouTube. If you really wanted to go back, like that's that same type of stuff that inspired me to make YouTube videos. Is people like Bo Burnham doing what they were doing? Because not only was Bo Burnham funny and making musical comedy or whatever, he was actually talented as a musician.
Yeah.
Like, he was actually good.
Yeah.
And it's like we said at the top, you have to take it and make it your own and make it something unique. Like somebody like him is so good at that. Where you kind of even forget that he's doing a musical comedy thing, and you just enjoy it as a piece of art in a sense. I mean, ideally, that's where I feel like you want to get to. Like, kind of just take people out of the whole thing and just let them lose themselves in the piece itself, right? Like,
Yes.
Don't be so hokey pokey about it to where it's just a musical comedy song, but actually make something that stands on its own, which I think Flight of the Conchords did too. A lot of that stuff is just good. It doesn't have to be fitting inside of any classification. It's just a good piece of art. Yeah. Tenacious D, I'd recommend checking them out. I'm surprised you haven't. Like, if you enjoy that kind of thing, there is so much there.
I really do need to check that out.
I mean, what is that song? In Master Exploder, it's in the movie. It's like, I think it's a fantasy scene, but Jack Black's like, a girl's head in the audience just explodes, and then he says like, he did not mean to blow your mind, but that shit happens to me all the time. It's like that.
Wow, I don't even need to see Tenacious D. I already got the gist of it.
Yeah, that's my Jack Black impression.
And you just blew my mind. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like other really good songs from that. I love that movie. So what I recommend to check out is their movie, which is Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Awesome movie. And there's just so many spots throughout that movie where I think that movie is one of the best examples of musical comedy done right. I will say that. I really think so. Wow. That movie is a masterpiece.
I'll have to watch that tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please do. And then get back to me about how you feel about it.
I will.
It's a good movie. It really is. And it makes me so sad they never did a sequel. They ended up doing another album, but that was in like 2016, 2017. I can't remember. And then they went through their whole cancellation thing, because I want to say it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kyle Gass went on stage and said like, oh, what did he say?
He just said that he basically said Trump should have been executed.
Yeah,
by
so
that one guy.
it was his birthday.
Oh no! How dare you?
It wasn't necessarily that though. It wasn't really that. It was that Jack Black. It was that he said that, and then Jack
Black was like, I'm so sorry. We're so sorry. We've never seen something like that. Tenacious D is broken up.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
I don't like that either. I think that it's one of those things where I think the best thing they could have done is not responded at all. Just left it alone. Because what it probably happened was Kyle, however he feels politically, he was just in the moment and just thinking, oh, what's a funny thing to say right now?
Yeah.
And then he said that, and it got an adverse reaction.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do if it's your homie is just be like, shit happens, and then just let it fly, let it go. Don't acknowledge it. Don't do anything.
I did love the Minecraft movie, though.
Jack Black is in a weird position right now.
I know, right?
His career is really in a weird spot because he stumbled into this comedy video game movie thing, and I don't know how I feel about that. I think Jack Black's career in the early 2000s, like Kung Fu Panda Jack Black.
I get that.
That's the Jack Black I love.
I get that, but I love the Minecraft movie.
I don't even think that's
I was like, that's a good film.
Now, what did you love about it?
I've never played Minecraft. I knew nothing about it.
Well, so that's why you loved it.
It was so fucking stupid. I loved it.
It's made for people like you, because people who actually played Minecraft are watching that movie like, what the fuck is this? The thing is, that's what I hate about these movies. So the movies aren't really about the game. Really what the movie is about is... Like, that movie is more about the bromance between Jason Momoa and Jack Black and the goofs and the gags and all this. Not really about Minecraft. And so if you're into the fun of that, then you're going to love the movie. But if you're like a Minecraft fan, you're going to get angry. You're going to go to that movie and be like, that's not how ender pearls work. You'll get caught up on dumb shit. You'll be like, you'll get upset. You'll be like, I don't think you can use those materials to build that. I've played the game. So that type of stuff is what drives me crazy about these movies, because I think ultimately it's an IP thing, but also it is fun. And I think Jack Black was the perfect guy for that movie.
True.
You need a Jack Black who just does wacky Jack Black songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see it in a nice theater? Did you see it in one of those theaters where people are freaking out, or did you see it in one of those in like because when that movie came out, that was the thing.
Average theater. Yeah.
Oh, no chance, no
chance.
no throwing popcorn.
They put up a warning before.
Oh, did they really?
Like, we know you're excited for Chicken Jockey, but please, everyone, keep your hands to yourselves. Don't throw things. And on that note, Ruse, I'm so sorry, but I have an appointment that I may need to get going to at some point.
You gotta go see your psychiatrist.
No, I've had such a blast. It's been great to get to know you, my friend.
Hell yeah. And you're always welcome back, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, Oscar would be happy to have you.
Oscar, yeah.
What we do at the end of the show is, one, you got to give a message for the kids. The kids sitting on the school bus listening to this podcast, they've heard our wise wisdom. They know we're intelligent people with smart stuff inside of our brains, so you got to give them something they can take home and use. Once they get off that school bus, they're going to be a better person because of what you said. So you're going to say the thing they need to hear. And then second, the social medias, where they can find you. They spent all this time with you. Now, where do they look for more? The floor is yours.
Children. Be nice. And my social media is at @reb_Jaffe on Instagram. And you can find me just by my name on like most streaming services. Yeah. You could find me at Rebecca Jaffe, I think, on YouTube. Not the I think part. Yeah. That's where you find me.
Yeah. And with all that being said, folks, Ruse Radio clocking out.
Lint ball.
Double down, competition couldn't help him to rock. Missed the whole time, holy fell through the flock. That's an ordinary miracle, wealth to the block. It's a balance in the character that's calm and collect. It's apparent his caricature is lost in the